guard matchup.
These guys are lethal one-on-one, but I think the key is to keep their teammates involved, playing unselfish basketball.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. James Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Zubats in at the 5. And the Clippers have possession after the Rockets picked up a basket a moment ago. Harden can't hit. Van Vliet left side. Got a hand on it. And he recovers it. Puts up a 3. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
If you let him, Van Vliet will just live at the arc. I mean, he shoots fearlessly from out there.
Leonard with a screen on Van Vliet. Harden with it. Here's the 3. Sinks the tray.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Dunn with a steal. The 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Richard, if you look back at the Rockets' history, it's striking how many all-time greats have worn that uniform.
There are so many Hall of Famers: Hakeem Olajuwon, Ralph Sampson, Calvin Murphy, Yao Ming, Elvin Hayes, and that's only to name a few.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Here's Şengün. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Oh, yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Green, the pass to Van Vliet. Thompson outside. 6 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Zubats. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Launches it. Shot by Leonard, no good.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Van Vliet. Leonard pulls down the board.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Now here's Harden. He has 6. Ooh, had a nice open look right there. Harden's got 8.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Van Vliet. Takes the 3. And he missed again. Now 1 of 5.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, BA, well, the Rockets got a lot more organized with Coach Ime Udoka and their veteran additions, including point guard Fred VanVleet, who said it's just having that poise and presence to slow things down and get guys where they need to be. Rein it in, get some structure, and maximize these guys' potential. BA?
Allie, a great floor general. Thanks for that. Now here's Zubats. Still without a bucket. Top of the key jumper, no good. Rockets trail by 4. Since being drafted in 2021, Alperen Şengün has really grown his game, Richard.
Particularly his assist numbers. That's what impresses me. You can run the offense through the 6'11" Şengün. It's so impressive.
And the Rockets will go for a different look here. Steven Adams checked in for Alperen Şengün. Smith comes in for Thompson. Eason's checked in for Brooks. And it's Cam Whitmore in for Fred VanVleet. Jones, he's checked in for the Clippers.
Athleticism showing through from Whitmore. He doesn't need much room at all to operate in close.
Jones with a screen on Green. Harden from outside. It's hauled in by Houston. Outside Whitmore. Outside Eason. Fader on the way. That shot, no good. 2-for-1 opportunity if they can time it right.
Great way to end the quarter.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The Rockets trail. The 3, Smith. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got 4 rebounds now. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Leonard for 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
And he's a selective three-point shooter. Kawhi only takes them if he feels he has a good look.
Adams with a screen on Harden. And here's Green from the arc. Can't hit that one. Leonard on the wing. Spins. What if it goes? Ooh, he drains the three, but let's
Under NBA rules, there will be 2 minutes to review the play.
are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time or not?
While this call may not decide the game, you always prefer to get it right.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Clippers.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Whitmore is out there with Aaron Holiday, and it's Eason in at the three. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
All sorts of time. Eason pulls it in.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
And it's Smith penetrating. Tipped. There's Bogdanović with the three. Drains the triple. Bogdanović has gotten himself on the board with a three there.
And I applaud Bogdanovic's effort level, working hard to make the most of a forced turnover.
Şengün passes to Holiday. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Pass to Zubac. Şengün with a steal. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Such a wide open look.
And you can see Smith has the vision. Now, it'll be interesting to watch that part of his game continue to develop.
It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
Outside Holiday takes a three. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Zubac has got his 5th rebound in this one. Jones from outside. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Smith finds Holiday. Launches a three. Rebound by the Clippers.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Pass to Coffey. Şengün with a steal. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. It's Eason with the jam.
And that's all the result of some good defensive awareness.
Zubac against Şengün. Zubac passes to Coffey. The three ball. The kick out to Simmons. Back to Zubac. Outside Bogdanović. Shot clock at 5. Zubac screen. Three-pointer. They get it back. The kick out to Simmons. Beyond the arc. Jones misses.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Eason can't get it to go. Los Angeles leading by 7. Zubac with a screen on Holiday. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Houston has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Here's Eason. And there's a 3-second violation. And Houston will go for a different look here. Thompson, he's checked in for Şengün. Dylan Brooks comes in for Eason. Green's checked in for Whitmore. And Van Vliet is subbed in for Holiday. And it's been tough going for their half-court offense.
Yeah, this defense is in their heads, anticipating their every move.
Three-pointer, Harden knocks down the triple. Harden's got 11 points.
Big three-point shot from James Harden. Look, this man locks in, and that is his shot.
A nice shot by Smith.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Eason's checked in for Smith. Ivica Zubac's checked in for the Clippers. Powell comes in for Coffee. Outside for Brooks. Back to Van Vliet. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first half. Los Angeles leading by 7. Leonard with a screen on Green. For 3. Rebounded by Green.
Yeah, that's a shame, because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
It's Eason with the jam.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. Harden fires away from outside. And the Clippers miss again. The Rockets have gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter.
And man, does Thompson glide down the court with ease. Outstanding at finishing in transition.
Harden fires away from outside. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. Here's Van Vliet. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Clippers ahead, up by 3. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie. Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Nice game. What a performance by James Harden.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. James Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Zubac in at the 5, roaming the paint. Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard. But Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from 3 for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Harden against Van Vliet. Pass to Powell. The 3 is up.
And when it comes to defensive wings, Brooks is as good as it gets.
Three-pointer, Harden. Lets it go from deep. Give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Thompson outside. And it's rejected. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Harden against Van Vliet. Lets the 3 fly.
Love the defense from Harden right there. When he's active on this end, it makes a huge difference.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
We know Kawhi Leonard is a former Finals MVP. Jimmy Butler said, there are guys that are like, quote, I'm going to find the best way to win. In a 7-game series, I'm going to get the best of you in the end. Kawhi's definitely up there. Whatever he's got to do, he is going to find a way. And Brian, Butler would know a thing or two about that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you know that. No question about his abilities. Up top, Thompson. Leonard defending. Three-pointer, Brooks. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Zubac has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. From the arc. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
Harden from outside. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Harden's got 6 in the quarter.
This is Harden's mindset, consistent at attacking and looking to shoot off the catch.
Los Angeles leading by 8. Launches it from deep. The Rockets pull it in. Şengün's got 8 rebounds in the game. And here's Green from the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
For 3, Powell. Thompson pulls it in.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Van Vliet outside. To get back on track. And he can't get that one.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Leonard for 3. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 4 rebounds now. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Van Vliet, the pass to Thompson. And the 3-pointer goes. Thompson's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
A confident shot from Amen. I mean, when he trusts his J, Thompson is that much more difficult to check.
The deep 3. And it's Green missing. And so it's Leonard who brings up the ball for the LA Clippers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
This jumper from Kawhi is pure. Once he gets his feet under him, the rest is easy.
Outside for Green. Şengün passes to Green. Brooks outside. From behind the arc. Gets the 3 to fall. Brooks has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And you got to at least honor Brooks' 3-point shot if you're the defense. I mean, he is more than capable of connecting.
3-pointer, Harden. They grab their own miss.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
He is totally in the zone, showing his incredible focus when it comes to attacking the glass.
Pass to Powell. 16 seconds left in the third quarter. And play stops as it looks like an over-the-back call here.
He gets called for the over-the-back. He thought he could slip through the cracks and grab the rebound.
And this is why we say lockout. It is a fundamental thing that is often overlooked and hurts you every time.
Throws it up high. Tries to save it. Zubac with the steal. And out of bounds. Houston will have it. Here's Smith. The Rockets with another miss. And we've reached the end of the third. It's Los Angeles up 5. And fourth quarter basketball. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
That is why he is a point guard in this league. He has the elite passing ability, the vision. You need both to play the point guard.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Cam Whitmore out there with Aaron Holiday. And it's Eason in at the 3. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Leonard way outside. It's hauled in by Houston. Smith outside. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. The Clippers lead by 8. To the middle. From 8 feet away. Shot by Leonard, no good. Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And that one's good. Whitmore.
And the defense is looking almost lost on the perimeter. That opens up a quality 3-point shot, and he delivers.
Big 3 right there, especially at this point in the game.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This just today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Leonard way outside. It's rebounded by Şengün.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Outside Bogdanovic. Leonard outside. From deep. Eason pulls it in. Eason's got 4 rebounds now. Holiday from long range. It doesn't go for him. Done with it. Guarded by Smith. Leonard outside. Fires the 3. Coffee, the pass to Leonard. Second chance shot. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. And the Clippers lead by 8. Here's Smith. Good work defensively by Leonard. The Clippers have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Houston has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. And it's the Clippers on the break. Coffee can't get it to go. Here's Whitmore outside. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
That is not the shot they needed there. You gotta work it around and get a better look.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And the Clippers miss again. Rockets trail by 8. From deep. Good. And the assist goes to Şengün. Şengün's got 4 assists in the game.
He could have gone straight to the hole, but they'll take that 3.
Jones' shot is good.
And I think this hometown crowd is in shock as the visiting squad fires right back with a 3 of their own.
Holiday from long range. Jones grabs the board.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Another missed 3, and he seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
Şengün finds Holiday. The 3 is up. Counted from distance.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
And so it's Leonard who brings up the ball for the Clippers. It's a 5-point game. Dunn right side. Pass to Coffee. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Coffee's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Holiday from long range. The rebound by Bogdanovic.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
The Rockets shooting at 31% here in this fourth quarter. Smith no good. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth. And here are the Rockets trailing by 8. Eason can't get it to go. Puts up a deep 3. And the basket by Coffee.
Talk about the range. I mean, he's got amazing feel from that distance. Woo.
Outside Whitmore. Shoots a fadeaway. It's hauled in by the Clippers. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
Now here's Bogdanovic. Defense right on him. From outside, off the mark. So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. Exceptional effort. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
defensive matchup this evening in this one?
Well, I'll tell you what, it is for me, Kevin. I mean, I like to see defense take center stage sometimes. I love when teams get after it and make it hard for each other to score. And if you're a basketball purist, this is must-watch TV.
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. They've got O'Neal. Durant is out there with Nick Richards. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's done in at the 3 spot. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again. KD is right at the top of that list.
And here is KD following Fred VanVleet's 3. Done right side. 4 on the shot clock. On the wing, Green. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist.
Excellent job by Green finishing through that contact.
Booker against VanVleet. And Booker kicks to Durant. Shoots. They get the rebound. Booker with the screen for Durant. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
And Durant doesn't need to get up too high to throw it down. I think he could be dunking well into his 60s.
Brooks misses. The Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Booker kicks to KD. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Obviously, the defense has its eyes on Durant with the ball, so he cleverly uses the pick and roll to create some space.
Now here's Brooks. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. KD with it. Now Green defending. They set the screen. And there's KD. That's good on the assist by Booker. KD's got 9.
Great touch from KD. Great range, too.
Thompson passes to Green. Shot to stop the run. It's hauled in by the Suns.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
Now, here's Dunn. Pass to Richards. And stolen by Thompson.
Great reflexes to get a hand on that pass and go the other way with it.
And Thompson throws it down.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Devin Booker is a 3-level scoring threat. He said, I'm just reading coverages and taking what the defense gives me. That's a mid-range jumper, which analytically people say isn't the highest percentage shot. But for myself, it's a good one. I've shot it pretty much my whole life. Kevin?
And David, doesn't it show? Wow, he's something else. Hey, thank you. And the shot goes in.
Boy, that mid-range J from KD can put people to sleep, boy. Tough to guard him at all 3 levels.
And Booker kicks to Durant. That shot wide open. 15 points in the game.
Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. And the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now, and so far, no go.
Now here's Durant. He's got 15. Lays it up off the glass.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
It's rebounded by Houston.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down. The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Phoenix with the ball. Following the score by Houston. Here's Durant. Done outside. Pass to Booker. outside for Durant. No good with the triple.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Brooks finds Van Vliet. They kick it out to Green. Down against Brooks. 5 on the clock. Thompson from long range. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Thompson's got 5 points so far. Outside Durant with 4 seconds on the clock. Yes, that goes in.
And I like the decision making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now. And
a free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. The Suns on top, ending the first quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Right away, they showed us they weren't going to shy away from the mid-range game, and it's proven to be an effective tool for them.
you know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Then it's Tari Eason. Then it's Cam Whitmore. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Three-pointer. Eason's shot is good.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
And Beal kicks to Allen. Here's KD. Rockets with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Pass to Şengün. Fires the three. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. And that's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
Yeah, you know what? They say you would always rather have a player that you need to turn down than to turn on. So being aggressive versus passive, I want the aggressive guy all the time, even if it means a few fouls.
GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Knocked loose. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Plumlee, the pass to KD. Back to Plumlee. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Now it's a 4-point Phoenix lead.
You know, you look at Durant, I don't think he gets enough credit for his passing. He's excellent at getting the rock to his guys.
Now Whitmore. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Eason. 2 points. That one goes. Eason's got his second bucket of the night. And it's Jones with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Outside, Kevin Durant. Outside for Beal. Hits it from three-point range. And the Suns lead by 5.
Beal's got such a fluid shooting motion. It really helps him on those catch-and-shoot opportunities.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Outside Durant. Allen outside. Outside for KD. Lock at 6. Eason grabs the board. Houston's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And the call will go against Grayson Allen. That is his first foul of the game. Houston with a big group substitution here. Amen Thompson, he's checked in for Smith. Brooks comes in for Tari Eason. Jalen Green's checked in for Whitmore. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Aaron Holiday. And the Suns here with a different look. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Plumlee. Dunn comes in for Allen. O'Neal's checked in for Beal. And it's Devin Booker in for Tyus Jones. And the Rockets making a change here. Smith is checked in. And a change for the Suns. Bowles checked in. The 9-foot shot. Thompson with the rebound. The Rockets trail. And Clark watching amend Thompson. He is just a different kind of athlete.
He sure is, boy. Special as an athlete. And we've got some of the greatest athletes in the world across the NBA. He's smooth, he's explosive, he's fluid, well coordinated. Seems like he just kind of floats in the air. It's special to watch him do his thing.
Oh, the corner isn't always green spot, but we know he's got the skill to hit from there.
Booker sinks the three.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Booker the pass to Richards. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Booker in the post. Covered by Van Vliet. And he gets the bucket. Booker's got 5 points in the quarter. There's 37 seconds left in the second quarter. Richards back to Booker. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. And now it's a 3-point Suns lead. Van Vliet kicks to Smith. Pass to Brooks. Out to Smith. Van Vliet on the wing from outside the arc. And it's Smith missing. Booker looking around. With the floater. No good on the last second attempt there. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. We've got Durant. O'Neal is out there with Devin Booker. Then it's Nick Richards. And it's done in at the small forward.
A gifted athlete with an explosive first step. Green is at his best when he attacks off the dribble.
Here's Durant, and a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 3 assists in the game. And Clark, the Rockets, just one of a handful of franchises to win back-to-back NBA titles.
Can you believe that, Kevin? It was roughly 30 years ago that the Rockets did that, led by Hakeem Olajuwon, perhaps the best player in the league at that time. Of course, this was while Michael Jordan was retired from the NBA the first time.
Out of bounds, Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Here's Van Vliet. The shot misses. Good D by Booker. Suns leading by 3. It's O'Neal atop the key. Booker against Green. KD looking around. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Here's Van Vliet. Rebound by the Suns. Richards got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Durant. Shot on the wing. And that one, good. Durant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
A 3-level score. Durant is a pick-your-poison matchup for defenders.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Despite suffering a first-round sweep in last season's playoffs, the Suns' front brass remains confident that they were mere inches from where they needed to be to compete for a title, emphasizing that chemistry is built over time and through the fire. The hope is, with another year to coalesce, this team will be ready for a deeper run. Kevin?
Well, they've got the names. They've got a big coach now coming in. All right, D.A., thank you.
Hey, it's all about W's for Durant. I mean, he understands that feeding open teammates is how you make that happen.
Durant drains it from distance.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
And here's O'Neal. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. They've led by as much as 10. KD with it. Now Green defending. Inside. And Booker kicks to O'Neal. KD against Green with the fadeaway. And it's Durant missing. It's trailed by 7. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Here's Şengün. The Rockets with another miss. The Suns have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Brooks against KD. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 4 rebounds in this game. Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Suns leading by 7. Outside Durant. Back to Booker. 1:02 left in the third. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Booker's got 13. Brooks outside. It's rebounded by O'Neal.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Booker against Brooks. Booker taking the hit.
And you know, defenses try to get physical with Booker, and now he's used to that. He just plays through the contact.
Şengün passes to Van Vliet. Good on the triple. 8 points for him.
And you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to DM him.
Durant with a screen on Van Vliet. Booker dishes to KD. KD sets the pick for Booker. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Suns ahead. They're up by 5. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Toyota Center. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to fire.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Then it's Cam Whitmore. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Holiday in at the point. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Durant's a pleasure to watch moving in transition. So fluid and always under control.
Jones kicks to KD. Goes up on the wing and right on target with the swish. Durant's got 11 in the second half. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for Phoenix.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Outside for Durant. Drawing fouls, Clark getting to the line, all part of the game, but do you think players try and draw fouls too often now?
I do in some cases, but I think it's more on an individual basis. I mean, players have to do what they need to do to try to score the ball. But I don't think anybody likes, one, guys flopping the draw fouls, and then two, whining when fouls aren't called.
Eason grabs the board.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Phoenix leading by 11. Jones finds Durant. Katie, so efficient in there.
Durant with tremendous touch. He's just a natural scorer.
Houston's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Smith right side. The Rockets again can't hit.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
It's Durant with the drive.
You know what the result's going to be when Durant makes a move to the bucket like that. Just a matter of how hard is he going to throw it down.
Şengün with the bucket.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Phoenix.
Durant with it. Now defended by Şengün. And there it is for him. KD's got 40 points.
What can they do? I mean, that's the question. Durant finds a shot he likes, and the mechanics are efficient and tight. Practically a sure thing when he lets it fly.
And no matter who it is, that kind of deed isn't going to get it done.
It's stolen by Smith. Three-pointer. And another three for Houston.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let-up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shot, that lead's going to expand.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
And he's got confidence to let it go from anywhere beyond the arc, whether it's the corner or up top. Smith makes a defense work. Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad. And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Deal with a screen on Eason. The baseline J. It's rebounded by Houston. 55 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. Houston with a big group substitution here. Thompson, he's checked in for Smith. Brooks comes in for Jari Eason. Green, he's checked in for Cam Whitmore. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Aaron Holiday. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Plumlee. Dunn comes in for Allen. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Bradley Beal. And it's Booker in for Tyus Jones. They get it back. In the corner, Şengün with it. Here's Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
Beautiful setup. You see right there, Alperen Şengün. His game isn't all about power.
Pass to KD. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Durant's got 48. I'm just not sure they have the time to pull this one off.
No doubt the clock is their biggest enemy right now. It just about takes a magic trick for them to find the points they need.
Outside Durant. The fadeaway. No good. So the Suns win it. A truly gutsy performance away. All right, DA, thanks again. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, this is a game, BA, I think, that has been circled on the calendar. These guys are competitive, but there are positional rivalries that do exist, and the only way you can measure up is standing across from your opponent. We've got that here tonight. Who's going to get the best of who?
Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. They've got Kevin Durant. Royce O'Neal is out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Nick Richards, and it's Dunn in at the 3.
Yeah, you can't give Kevin Durant baskets, but certainly can't be that easy for him.
Harden against Booker. And stolen by Booker. Richards with a screen. Pass to Durant. Over Leonard. Durant's shot is off.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Booker. Dunn outside. From downtown. It's rebounded by Zubac. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside. For 3, Powell. The Suns clear it.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And they pick up 2. Durant's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, BA. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
Dunn outside. Outside Booker. Got a piece of it.
Terrific defense from Zubac. His team relies on him to help alter shots.
Jones, he's checked in for the Clippers. The Clippers have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Harden surveying the D. That one's good. This game is all even.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
The 3, Durant. No luck on that one. And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for the LA Clippers. From deep 3-point land. The shot, no good. The Suns have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Booker against Harden. Durant for 3. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got his 3rd assist of the night.
This is how quick off the draw Durant is. Great timing.
Zubac screen. Leonard for 3. Connects from downtown.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, Brian, a lot of teams are staying clear of that dreaded second apron of the luxury tax, but the Suns, they blew right past it, adding Bradley Beal to create a star trio. Kevin Durant said, quote, "That's what you're supposed to do. It's about swinging for the fences every year." They're looking to go the distance.
Every year, you're right. Talent is there, Allie. The Clippers shooting 33% in the first quarter. Harden to pass to Leonard. Harden with a screen on Durant. Now Zubac. Shot clock at 6. Back to Leonard. Over Durant. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Leonard's got 5.
And that's usually a solid strategy. Get the ball into Leonard's capable, large hands and let him go to work.
And stolen by Jones. Jacks up a 3. Durant pulls it in. The Suns trailing. Back to Booker. Shoots over Harden. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
That's what he does. Devin Booker with a beautiful shot there.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Jones from outside. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Outside Durant. Tries the spin move. Fades and shoots. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Clippers ahead, leading by 3. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when... And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. Beal and Allen are out on the wing. Mason Plumlee out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Jones in at the 1. Down low. Beal. And then Beal with the dunk.
And Bradley Beal rising up that time.
The Clippers trail. Fires for 3. That's good from Jones. And the assist by Simmons. He's got 6.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
This one for 3. Offensive rebound. Simmons, the pass to Zubac. Jones from outside. That's his 3rd basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
A guy who's all about team, Zubac. Very unselfish.
There's Plumlee with a 3. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
Jones sets a screen. From deep, here's Simmons. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Durant's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Plumlee. Back to Durant. Plumlee against Bogdanovich. And the basket by Plumlee.
That's where Plumlee operates best. The closer to the basket, the better chance he has of converting.
Jones from outside. Durant pulls it in. Durant's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Allen a screen. Pass to Plumlee. Allen outside. Outside Durant. Launches it. It's rebounded by Zubac.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Jones from outside. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. The Suns lead by 3. Beal goes in. Over Jones. Durant, no good. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the LA Clippers. Now Bogdanovich. No points yet. Pass to Simmons. Here's Coffey. 6 to shoot. Fires for 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. Brett, something we've all noticed lately. Is the small ball era starting to wind down?
OBA, I think in people's minds when you say small ball, they're thinking about 6'1" guys on the court. That's not what we're talking about. It's a skilled game, and I don't think the small ball skilled game is going anywhere anytime soon.
A good look from Bogdanovich. And again, it's the Clippers.
And Bogdanovich doing a great job of separating from the screen.
Outside Durant. Jones with a screen on Jones. Here's Durant. Oh, Durant playing big in the paint.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And here's Zubac outside. Plumlee pulls down the board.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Durant with it. He's picked up by Jones. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
Terrific work from Durant that time, able to use his length and his frame to get the contact.
And the Clippers will go for a different look here. Leonard's checked in for Jones. Powell comes in for Coffey. Dunn, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's James Harden in for Ben Simmons. So Phoenix going with almost an entirely new group here. Richards is checked in for Plumlee. Dunn comes in for Allen. O'Neal, he's checked in for Beal. And it's Booker in for Jones. Harden, deep three-point land. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. The Suns lead by 4. Here's Durant. Durant powers through the contact to finish inside.
I'm scratching my head. Is there a 4-level scorer? KD could be that.
Harden fires away from outside. They get it again. Out left to the wing. Dunn outside. Knocks it down from distance. Dunn's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Nice delivery there. You can't hesitate when a man comes free on the perimeter. He got it, went right into the shot.
Count that bucket. Leonard on the wing. Fires the 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Suns. He put together 10 points in the quarter. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Hey, we didn't expect this. Not normally a big-time assist maker. He's done a great job moving the ball around.
You can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. James Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Zubac in at the 5. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Nice shot by Durant.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Harden from outside. Drills it from deep. Harden's got 6 points.
And Harden will put you on some skates if you aren't careful.
Durant with a screen on Harden. Outside Durant. Lets it go from deep. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
Dialed in from deep. Harden understands when he should look to shoot the 3 ball.
And no matter how many minutes he gets, Norm Powell is always ready to shoot, Brent.
Oh, man, B.A. Norman Powell has consistently been in that be-ready club off the bench. He can come in and score a bunch of points for his team and spark the offense. But this guy has been aggressive from day one, and it doesn't matter where he is, he knows his role.
Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
To the inside, the kick to Durant. At the arc, KD drains it.
And Durant, one of the purest shooters in the league.
Clippers trail by 3. Up top, Harden. He's got 9. Rebounded by Dunn. For Phoenix, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Leonard against Durant. There's the 3. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
Pass to Zubac. Now Harden. Booker defending. And it's Harden. That time on the assist by Zubac. Harden's got 9 points now in the second half. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
A spindly guy. Durant has such great body control. Hard not to foul him when he carves his way in that deep.
Phoenix making a switch here. Beal's checked in. And Harden's got the ball here for the Clippers. Trailing by 4. Zubac, screen. Fires the three. Out to Leonard. Fires from deep. Look at Leonard. Dialed in from deep.
Great shooter off that quick release. Kawhi expecting the pass and did the rest.
Here's Booker. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And Booker with the jam.
And athletic play right there. Devin Booker on the inside.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Harden against Booker. Out to Powell. Zubac, screen. 5 on the clock. Ooh, a clear look for Powell. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Durant's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. On the take. Great D that time from Zubac.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
Leonard, left side. The three is up. From deep. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
And this is a nice outburst on the scoring end for Kawhi. He's been looking for his shot and connecting each trip down.
Here's Richards. Misses off the right iron.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Harden, the open look. And it's Phoenix with a rebound.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
That's tipped. Stolen by Harden. Jacks up a 3. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Now it's a 6-point Los Angeles lead.
And that's Harden. He can beat you equally off the dribble or off the catch.
D-Book. Good through contact.
Now, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Leonard for 3. He's off on that one. And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights for Los Angeles. Doing some damage. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. Allen and KD are the forwards. Bradley Beal's out there with Tyus Jones. And it's Plumlee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Bogdanovich against Allen. Clock at 6. Bogdanovich, that's good. And the Clippers lead by 6. Phoenix has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Good on the shot. Durant's got 30 points.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
The shot by Dunn, no good.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
And the basket by Plumlee.
And those are some effort points. Even with the defender draped all over him, Plumlee works hard to get off a makeable shot.
Jones sets a screen. Leonard looking over the floor. Pass to Bogdanovich. Jones with a screen on Beal. Here's Bogdanovich. And right on target. That one's good.
Well, he's an accurate shooter and has some great confidence. Bogdanovich with the beauty.
Oh, Leonard with the block. Jones against Allen. Bogdanovich on the wing. Leonard with the ball. Here's the three. The rebound by Allen.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Durant, automatic at the rim.
How about those long strides, Durant quick in the open court and then right to the rim.
Here's Coffee. From beyond the arc and then some.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Jones, the pass to Beal. Durant with a screen on Bogdanovich. And Durant gets it to go. Durant's got 6 in the quarter.
And he sort of had that look in his eyes. Durant staying cool in the clutch moment.
Bogdanovich from long range. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Got his man all tangled up. I mean, serious crossover.
Allen outside. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Here's Coffee. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
The Clippers lead by 7. Dunn, the pass to Leonard. Bogdanovich from long range. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time.
Bogdanovich has such a nice, repeatable motion on his perimeter game. Beautiful three-ball there.
Beal's shot is off. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 from three-point land during the fourth.
Just showing some tremendous authority controlling the boards. Love it.
Sort of reminding me of a little Ben Wallace action here from his years with the Pistons. He's been that much of a force rebounding the ball.
Outside Bogdanovich. Knocks down the long J. And the Clippers lead by 11.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Clippers.
A big key tonight, second chance points.
Yeah, B.A., they really hit the offensive glass. They won the battles for loose balls, giving them plenty of extra opportunities.
And it was a reliably solid performance from one of their key guys. A tremendous game for Kawhi Leonard.
It's hard to think of a part of the game where he didn't play a major role. Mentally, physically. I mean, he showed us what he's capable of when he's feeling his best.
30 seconds left in the final quarter. There's Bogdanovich with the three. Jones grabs the board. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Suns. Beal with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Beal, no good. Fires from way outside. Phoenix grabs the miss. So it's Los Angeles picking up the win. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
win this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks. Thompson is out there with Halper and Şengün. And it's Van Vliet in at the one. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Green with the ball. Zubac defending. Şengün with the bucket.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Harden the pass to Dunn. Back to Harden. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Houston. And Green puts up a deep three. Powell pulls it in. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Leonard with the screen on Van Vliet. Another miss by Harden. Harden's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that, but Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
Thompson from long range. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Zubac. And it's off from three-point range. On offense, here are the Rockets. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. It's hauled in by Zubac. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. For 3. And it's Norman Powell with the 3.
Now, Norman Powell has proven to be capable as a scorer. All 3 levels are part of his game. That time goes to the 3 ball.
And Thompson slams it home.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Harden outside. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. The Rockets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Van Vliet can't get it to go. LA's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Harden outside. And the 3 off target.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Şengün with the bucket.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Got that one up quick. Harden's got 6.
This is the mark of a great scorer, the ability to not have any struggle making shots off the dribble. That is a hard thing to do, but James Harden makes it look easy.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, "I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level." Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but has also led the league in assists. So it's pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Oh, don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA. Dunn kicks to Powell. Lets it go from deep. Rockets with the rebound. 1:02 left to play in the first. On the wing, Brooks. Back to Green. Out to Thompson. Driving inside. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Jones checked in for Leonard. Amir Coffey comes in for Powell. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Dunn. And it's Ben Simmons in for James Harden. Houston with a big group substitution here. Jabari Smith, he's checked in for Thompson. Tari Eason comes in for Dylan Brooks. Cam Whitmore, he's checked in for Jalen Green. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Clippers have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Simmons passes to Bogdanovich. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
James Harden getting it done for Los Angeles. He delivered. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
So on the floor for Houston. The post pair for him, it'll be Smith and Şengün.
That's a great dunk.
Freakish.
Athletic freak.
Wow.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. No one covering. Holiday's got himself on the board with 3 there.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Right, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
Here's Eason. Out to Smith. Fires away from outside. The offensive rebound. Eason finds Whitmore. Goes up with it again. And Simmons with the rebound. And so Simmons will bring it up for Los Angeles. Bogdanovich looking around. From the arc. Drills it from outside. Bogdanovich has got his second bucket tonight.
And this is why Bogdanovich has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Shoots the 3. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got 5 rebounds tonight. Houston now working with the new shot clock. Holiday. It's sent back down by Simmons. Now here's Zubac. Nothing on the board.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Houston moving it around. Pass to Eason. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. And the Rockets lead by 1.
The three-pointer becomes a very high percentage shot when he's that wide open. You better get a hand in his face.
Traps in the tray.
And with Bogdanovich is that well set up, he's almost automatic. Nice shot.
Stolen by Jones. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Here's Coffey. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
A jump ball.
And he stays with it. Jones for 3. Pass to Coffey. From deep three-point territory. It's rebounded by Houston.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Sinks the three-pointer. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot. Can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup. And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Pass to Eason. Now here is Holiday, guarded by Simmons. Back to Eason. Shot clock at 5. There's the triple. And it's Whitmore missing. Clippers leading by 3. Bogdanovich, that's for 2. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
What pace on the fast break from Bogdanovich. Getting out ahead and protecting the opportunity to score. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's Coffey. Outside, Jones. The 3. They get it again. Pass to Coffey. Misses for the 5th time this game, marking it 1 for 6.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Holiday inside the line, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Los Angeles on top, up 3. It's time. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Bogdanovich really making a difference here.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
We'll see Powell and Leonard playing the forward spots. Dunn is out there with Harden, and it's Zubac in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season, and they're set to host the All-Star Game next season. It will mark the 7th time that the LA area has hosted the All-Star facilities. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in LA. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle. When Kawhi Leonard is healthy, Doris, no one has a bigger effect on a game than this great two-way player.
There's no question, Kevin, because of his length and savvy on the defensive end. He can swallow up individual offensive matchups. He's that good defensively. And then you think to his transition on the offensive end from a player who was a standstill shooter to now who you can run your offense through.
Van Vliet against Harden. Outside Leonard. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Leonard's got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers. Here's Van Vliet, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, you see the wherewithal of Fred Van Vliet. Finds the soft spot in the defense and converts.
Van Vliet against Harden. Lets it go with the 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got 8 rebounds in this game. From deep, Green. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Zubac kicks to Leonard. For the 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Rockets trail by 5. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Offensive rebound. Outside Leonard. Here's the 3. Bring it up for Kawhi Leonard from 3.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Harden inside the three-point line. Green with the rebound.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
That's no basket. His 3rd miss in 8 tries. And so Harden will bring it up for the Clippers. 6-point lead.
You know what?
though, sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Brooks against Powell. Brooks dishes to Thompson. Outside, Green puts up a three, and he's good on the three ball. Green's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Harden looking it over. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. And the Clippers lead by 6. Van Vliet against Harden. Out to Brooks from downtown. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got his 7th rebound here tonight. A three from Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Starting to look like one of those nights for Kawhi Leonard when he's absolutely dominant on the offensive end.
Şengün, no good. Clippers leading by 9. Now Leonard. He's got 15. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Van Vliet. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists tonight.
Oh, what a mid-air adjustment. You know, he had to alter his release point, but didn't let it throw off the shot.
From deep, Harden. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Van Vliet finds Şengün. No good on the three. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And the three ball is good. Harden's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Clippers.
You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And their three-point. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Clippers leading by 10. Taking a look at the Rockets. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Shepard out there with Williams. And it's Eason in at the 3. Coffee. Basket good. Coffee's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Los Angeles. Here's Shepard. Off target with his 3. And Los Angeles guys shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Jones, no luck. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Offensive rebound. Another shot. Şengün, no good. Şengün's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. Leonard fires away from outside. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Smith's got it back down to within single digits for the Rockets. Leonard on the wing, covered by Smith. They set the pick. Los Angeles with another miss. Rockets have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Drives to the hoop, and it's good for 2. Smith's got 5 points now this quarter.
And although 6'10", Smith possesses incredible agility. He is going to be a terror on the attack.
Pass to Shepard. Fires for 3. Second shot opportunity. Out to Smith from past the arc. Shepard with the ball. There's the 3. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Los Angeles leading by 7. Launches from deep. And Coffee gets it to go. For Houston, they've gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Smith kicks to Williams. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Dunn. Los Angeles has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only 1 of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Rockets trail by 10. Williams for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
And I like how Shepherd keeps things simple. When he notices someone on his team is open, he is more than happy to move the ball.
Coffee passes to Bogdanovich. To the inside. It's stolen by Smith. Williams against Bogdanovich. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Coffee. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Coffee's got 8 here in the quarter. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Scooped up. Pass to Shepherd. Back to Şengün. Clock at 4. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Absolutely. The prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Shepherd, the pass to Şengün. Smith outside. This one for 3. He's off on that one.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
There's 39 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Jones sets the pick for Bogdanovich. From deep. The Rockets pull it in.
Disappointing day for them. Let's see if they go down with a fight.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
Outside Williams. Fires from way outside. So the Clippers with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony.
point. And for Phoenix, Royce O'Neal is out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Kevin Durant. Then there's Nick Richards. And it's Dunn in at the small forward position. That one goes. Count it. Well, it's fair to say we can expect a bruising battle between these two, Grant.
Yeah, these are two teams that dare you to bring the ball at them. They both feast on the defensive side, so don't expect any scoring records broken in this one.
Pass to Richards. Thompson pulls it in. And it's Houston's ball. Brooks from outside. The shot off that time.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Back to Durant. Over Green. And that one's good by Durant. Durant's gotten his second bucket.
Hard to stop Durant when he's set up like this. He's so well positioned to score.
Shot's good by Thompson.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Second chance effort, and the layup by Durant. Durant's got 6.
Inside, Durant's scoring instincts take over, helping him find a path to that difficult shot.
The Suns have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Well, the last few years, Richard, the Suns have had some all-time greats, but this is Devin Booker's team.
No doubt. Drafted in 2015, Book's been here his entire career. His first few seasons, the team was, let's just say they were rebuilding, but Devin stayed loyal and enjoyed some stellar seasons since then. And with this skill, you kind of forget that Booker is 6'5" and can get to the rim with ease.
Van Vliet outside. Brooks from outside. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Mike Budenholzer and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We talked about Fred Van Vliet and how Coach hopes to counter him. Coach told me I'd love to put size on him and give him an unfavorable matchup. But the truth is, it's all about hustle. Just staying on him as much as possible. It's a pretty straightforward strategy, but Coach hopes it's effective. Guys?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Three-pointer, Brooks. Rebounded by Dunn.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
The kick to Durant. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Yep, that one's good. He's got 11.
Yeah, even though he's slender, Durant is good at keeping his balance through contact. The man is stronger than he looks.
Pass to Richards. Over Van Vliet. And another basket for Phoenix.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Outside Durant. 1:52 left in the first. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Pass to Richards. And here's Booker. And another basket for Phoenix.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Left side Durant from outside the arc. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter. Here's Booker. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Instantaneous offense. Booker gets the hot pass and quickly has that shot in the air.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Durant with a screen on Van Vliet. Outside Durant. Takes the 3. Sinks it from distance. Durant's got 16 points now.
Well, Durant must be making the defense sweat a little bit right now. Whenever he gets into a rhythm, he gets aggressive.
Thompson against Durant. Here's Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. And it's Green missing. The Suns lead by 17. And here's Durant. Outside Booker. Now Durant. Back to Booker. And so it's Phoenix looking in total control with this 17-point advantage. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Phoenix.
The story so far has been their mid-range shooting. The analytics might not like it, but elite offenses still knock it down from that area.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Whitmore is out there with Aaron Holiday. And it's Eason in at the 3, the small forward. Jones with the ball, guarded by Smith. The three-pointer off the mark. Rockets trail by 19. Well, Richard, you attempted to guard Kevin Durant in your playing days. How hard was that?
It was not easy. He's an elite scorer, ball handler. Oh, yeah, he's also 7 feet tall. KD is one of the toughest assignments that you will ever face.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, similarities in the games of Alperen Şengün and Nikola Jokic. A couple years back, Jokic suggested that Houston run their offense more through him, and they have. Jokic said that's going to benefit the whole organization. He wants to pass and play for the team. They'll move when the ball is in his hands. Brian?
Well, Jokic would know. Thanks, Allie.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Beal, the pass to Durant. And the shot goes down. Durant's got 6 here in the quarter.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse. But some rebuilds take longer than others.
Richards is checked in for the Suns. O'Neal comes in for Allen. Thompson, he's checked in for the Rockets. Van Vliet comes in for Whitmore. Rockets trail by 17. Here's Thompson, and the slam dunk by Thompson.
And man, does Thompson glide down the court with ease. Outstanding at finishing in transition.
Jones, his shot is good.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Holiday against Beal. Oh, Beal picks his pocket. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Back comes Houston in transition. Thompson passes to Van Vliet. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Van Vliet's got himself on the board with a 3 there. Here's Jones. It's hauled in by Houston. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
Durant looking around. Inside, Richards. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Using the pick nicely. Durant able to find the open man.
Hits the trifecta.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Jones against Van Vliet. Jones, the pass to Durant. Shoots over Eason. That's good from Durant on the assist from Jones. Durant's got 8 here in this quarter. Eason with the ball. It's picked up by Jones.
Yeah, no question Van Vliet was going to find his man. He has excellent court vision.
A different look for Phoenix. Dunn, he's checked in for Bradley Beal. And it's Devin Booker in for Jones. Dylan Brooks checked in for the Rockets. Jalen Green comes in for Holiday. Outside Durant. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Green. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Rockets. They trail by 11.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Here's Durant. The quick look, no good that time.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Outside Booker. Durant against Thompson. They set the screen. No good from outside. Rockets trail by 11 to the middle. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit. Thompson's got 11 points.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Wait, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So we conclude the first half. Phoenix out in front, leading by 9. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
Not only does he have solid defensive instincts, he just plays extremely hard. And I know people might not realize this, but that is a skill, and it is very difficult for the opposition. It is a recipe for disaster.
Devin Booker out there with Royce O'Neal. Then there's Nick Richards. Then there's Kevin Durant. And it's Dunn in at the 3. That's who's out there for Phoenix. That shot wide open. Booker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Didn't really need to put himself off balance like that, but hey, he'll take it.
Thompson attacking. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his 6th assist of the night.
What a burst Thompson has. I mean, on his drives, he goes from 0 to 60 in a heartbeat.
Booker, good.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
You know, Booker gets a lot of praise for his scoring, but how about his skill as a passer, Richard?
Oh, he's a good decision maker, B.A. He's able to read defenses and dissect them with his passing. He's shown he can be a traditional quote-unquote point guard.
Count it.
And Booker just dominates in such an effortless fashion. The game comes naturally to him.
Rebounded by Dunn.
He's trying to get spicy and totally whipped, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least about a week.
With the fadeaway. Booker can't get it to go. Rockets trail by 11. Green for 3. The long-range shooting of Jalen Green.
Okay, that's some impressive range from Green. Daring the defense to cover him that far out. Well, look, he can have that.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Ever since Phoenix changed ownership, they've been all in on winning now, Richard.
They've traded a lot of picks away and young talent to assemble a team of superstars. Some of the best shooters in the history of this league. And they were willing to go deep into the luxury tax to sustain it.
Thompson. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Nick Richards. Richard, how about that memorable Rockets winning streak early in 2024?
11 straight wins. Look, that's no easy task, no matter who you are playing. The energy in the locker room must have just been off the charts.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
Brooks, the pass to Thompson. Let's go with a 3. And it's Brooks missing.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Booker. O'Neal passes to Booker. Oh, Booker in close.
Crafty play by Booker inside, navigating to a point-blank look at the basket.
Houston with another miss.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, but right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
And that comes off the assist by Durant. Booker's got 21 points in the game.
The elevated playmaking of Durant. Passes like that really bring the team closer together.
Phoenix leading by 13. Here's Booker. Ooh, against inside resistance. Booker's still good.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Fades. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. He's got 25.
All Booker needs is a little bit of room, and the moment he gets it, he pulls up.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
While he's a bit undersized for a forward, he more than makes up for it with his balance.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Ryan, one of the great challenges of an NBA player's life is being traded. Veteran P.J. Tucker said, in 24 hours, you're playing for another team in another city, getting all of your stuff, uprooting your kids, changing schools. Your whole entire life changes in a blink. If you've never experienced it, you'd never understand. Yeah.
Pretty heavy stuff, Allie. Thank you. Rockets trail by 10. 44 seconds left in the third quarter. Launches a three. Offensive board. Brooks outside. Spins. Van Vliet outside. Outside. Green. Misses the three. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. And Booker has got the ball here for the Phoenix Suns. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Gets it off. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. 4th quarter on the court for the Rockets. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Aaron Holiday out there with Whitmore. And it's Eason in at the 3. Here's Plumlee. Deflected.
Oh, an active defender at 6'7". Whitmore is capable of coming up with these blocks.
That cuts the lead to single digits. Şengün's got his first bucket in this one.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
And that one's good. And the Suns lead by 10.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Not enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Here's Eason. Off target from outside. For Phoenix, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. Jones, his shot is good.
Good eyes, Bradley Beal. That's a nice setup there.
Here's Şengün. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. The Suns lead by 13. And Bradley Beal is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
O'Neal, he's checked in for the Suns. Fred Van Vliet is checked in for Houston. To the wing, right side. Şengün finds Smith. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Durant's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Beal, the pass to O'Neal. And he goes in for the dunk.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And the big X factor Van Vliet brings to the team is leadership. He's very talented at setting a good tone out on the floor and organizing his guys.
A different look for Phoenix. Richards is checked in for Plumlee. Dunn comes in for Beal. And it's Devin Booker in for Jones. Booker's shot is good.
The pure shot mechanics of Booker. It's fun watching him shoot the ball.
And here's Green from the arc. Look at Green showing off his range.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Pass to Durant. The three is up. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got 4 rebounds now. And stolen by Durant. And there's the drive. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there. Somebody help this man. Get this man some help out there. He's doing everything he can to keep his team in the game.
He's all alone. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Thompson's vertical is impressive. I love seeing this young guard rise up and throw it down.
Booker, he hits the back iron and sinks it. Booker's got 29 points.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
Amen Thompson, incredible verticality.
The Suns lead by 10. Here's Durant. A quick shot there. It's off target.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Out to Thompson. From downtown. Ooh, Durant with some nice D. Phoenix has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Van Vliet against Booker. Ooh, Booker from range. Pure.
At the arc, Booker is pretty efficient. This man can hurt you from downtown if you're not careful.
The fader. Rockets with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
The offensive rebound. In close. Green puts it in.
Look at Green showing some hustle on the offensive board.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Suns.
And they were on fire tonight. Fantastic offensive performance, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they really shot the ball well. I mean, their coach has to be beyond thrilled with how well they played.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Kevin Durant.
Honestly, I just love how relentless he is on the glass, making a big effort to pull the ball in and give his teammates extra chances.
And so it's Durant who brings up the ball for Phoenix. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
The three ball. He drops it from range.
That range, though, for a near 7-footer, KD is so unique.
Thompson.
And out of bounds. The Rockets will take it.
Substitution on the court.
So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. A competitive game. You have to...
which of these teams are anchored by their big men? I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We'll see Powell and Leonard play in the forward spots. Dunn is out there with Harden, and it's Zubac in at the 5. And here's Leonard from 3.
Durant covering a lot of territory with his length.
Here's Leonard. Tries the spin move. Puts up a deep 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Yeah, that's a shot most guys are just not even going to take. But Leonard is confident in that range.
And Booker kicks to Dunn. Wants to get it to Dunn and does. Powell, no one around him. His three-pointers off the mark. Craig in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
And Booker kicks to Dunn. Booker looking around. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
Got a little fancy with the fadeaway on that one.
Harden outside. No good on the triple. The Suns have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. And here's Booker from the arc. It's hauled in by Zubac. Los Angeles has gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. A 3-ball. And the Clippers miss again. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Durant, no good.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups. So maybe just a step too far.
Now here's Durant. Outside, O'Neal. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Durant. That's in, coming off the assist from O'Neal.
KD really just rising up against anybody. That height and length makes him so dangerous.
Harden kicks to Zubac. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. And he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
And Zubac has proven that, Brent, there's still a place in the league for old-school centers.
Well, I think he plays, Kevin, with a combination of talent around him that allows him to situate himself right where he needs to be. Impactful around the basket, a huge rebounding presence, a guy that brings some physicality, and he's been in a perfect slot to show why it is he's such a valuable NBA player.
Outside, KD. And it's good, 2 points. KD's got his second basket of the night.
The uncanny ability for a big guy to slip towards the hoop, then loft in the nice floater. Durant showing a little bit of everything on that play.
And again, no good by the Clippers. Phoenix leading by 3. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
And KD so nimble, just a difference maker inside the paint.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds in the game. And stolen by Dunn. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And Booker now in attack mode. That's the kind of hard-charging approach he needs to have to get points on the board.
Zubac, a screen on Booker. Harden, that's good.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort got burned on that one.
Durant for three. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Over to the wing. Zubac, the best of Pop. Fires the three. Phoenix grabs the miss. Richards got his 4th rebound in this one. 16 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Booker. It's Durant on the wing. Releases. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And so it's Phoenix. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
The wing pair we'll be seeing is Beal and Allen. Huddling out there with Durant, and it's Jones in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Brent, when you talk about the Clippers franchise, and you appreciate this so much, their first superstar was really Bob McAdoo.
And what a tremendous talent. You know, most people remember Bob McAdoo with his years with the Lakers. But, man, when he was with the Buffalo Braves, 3 straight scoring titles, was the league MVP in 1975. Sorry, Dad. Some people still consider him the club's best player ever.
And it's the Suns with the ball. Clippers able to drain the 3, and he makes that one.
Anticipating the contact there and toughness through that play, Durant is not afraid to attack the defense.
Bangs home the trifecta.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
KD's shot is good.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Here's Coffey. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Coffey's got 9 points in the quarter.
And that pass-first nature of Simmons, outstanding at understanding when his teammates are open.
Here's Allen. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Coffey. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Launches it. Allen's shot is off.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Back to Simmons. Spins. Pass to Coffey. Left side, Jones. Now here's Simmons. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Plumlee with the steal. Here's Jones. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. Breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for Phoenix.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
They've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break will add to your total in a hurry.
And here's Jones following the 3 from Bogdanovich. A three-pointer is right on target. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Here's Allen after Los Angeles picked up 3 with their rush.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Jones dishes to KD. Kicks it out to Jones. And another shot. In close. Durant gets the bucket.
And Kevin Durant showing you that that length can come into effect on the rebounding effort.
Simmons, a screen on Beal. Bogdanovich passes to Coffee. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Coffee's got 15 points.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Now here's Simmons following the shot by Kevin Durant. Simmons can't tie it up as that one misses. For Phoenix, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. And here's KD for 3. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
I don't know how you get out and disrupt Kevin Durant on that catch and shoot.
Jones, no one around him. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
That's a shot he's going to bury, especially when left open.
And stolen by Simmons. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. Here's Coffee. 15 points in the game. Pass to Zubac. Simmons left side. Bogdanovich wide open. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we... Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
We just present you the center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively, but he's going to keep going at it.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. We'll see Powell and Leonard playing the forward spots. Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Zubac in at the 5 down low. People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. Phoenix shooting their first free throw of the game right now. The Suns trailing. With 3, Booker. And you know who? Devin Booker.
Devin Booker lethal on the pull-up jump shot. Loves going to this shot when the D is not paying any attention.
The shot by Powell, no good. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Durant, good.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
Harden outside. Pass to Zubac. Powell for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Richards got rebound number 5 here tonight. O'Neal wide open. Kept alive with the second effort. Durant finishing it off in transition.
How about those long strides, Durant quick in the open court and then right to the rim.
Harden has a wide open look. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Suns leading by 6. Here's Durant, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Durant's got 27.
What an unreal scorer Kevin Durant is.
Harden the pass to Leonard. To halt the run. Bring it up for Kawhi Leonard from 3.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Pulls it from the elbow. And Durant gets it to go. KD's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And that's the shot that makes Kevin Durant. He's so special from the mid-range.
Leonard looking around. Got 3 off the mark.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Offensive rebound, and he goes in for the dunk.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. The NBA is looking for greater parity, but Golden State's Draymond Green said, quite frankly, with this new CBA, dynasties are over. We're the last dynasty you'll be able to speak of because of the way this salary cap is set up. Guess we'll see. Kevin?
I hope he's not right, but he may be onto something, David. Thank you. Here's Zubac. The Suns getting the bucket. He's off from 17 feet. Booker outside. And here's KD for three. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three. And Leonard makes it look easy. Incredible at getting inside and just finishing with physicality.
Out of bounds, Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession. Beal's checked in for Dunn. And then for Los Angeles, Derek Jones, he's checked in for Leonard. Amir Coffey comes in for Norman Powell, and it's Bogdanovich in for Dunn. Clippers trail by 6. Pass to Bogdanovich. Lets the three fly. Kevin Durant with the rebound. And KD's got the ball here for the Suns. Ooh, Booker glides in to finish the break.
A two guard that can beat you in a variety of ways. Booker is more than just about chucking up threes, and he will make them.
Coffey, good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Coffey's got 18 points.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Well, he's doing everything he can to make them competitive. And by everything, I mean draining threes.
Shoots from the high post, and that one is good from Bradley Beal.
Well, Beal can really score just about anywhere. Don't be surprised when he knocks down shots from the mid-range.
And here's Harden for three. Beal pulls it in. Pass to Durant. Back to Beal. It could go. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The forwards, Allen and Durant. Bradley Beal is out there with Jones, and it's Plumlee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Dunn, right side. No good from outside. Suns leading by 8. Jones, the pass to KD. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's Coffey. Six to shoot. They set the pick. A three from Leonard. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Phoenix has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Jones for 3. Here's Plumlee. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Plumlee's got his first points of the game. Pass to Coffey. Takes the 3. That fall. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
And here is Los Angeles now. The Suns getting the bucket. Here's Coffee. And they're unable to get the time basket there. Phoenix leading by 3. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Durant, money from deep.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That is his first foul of the game. So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
Off the inbound. They get it back. No good from Durant.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
Simmons sets a screen for Leonard. A 3-ball. Leonard with the range.
Showing no hesitation, and in a huge moment, Kawhi wants the ball when they need a bucket.
Outside Durant. Fires for 3. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Jones kicks to Leonard. Over Beal. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Leonard. Leonard's got 22.
Leonard can do this. He can just take over a game offensively.
Durant with it. Leonard picks him up. No good.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
A crucial breakdown defensively, and he was quick to make him pay.
You might see this in the early part of the game, but at this stage in the game, that's just really something unacceptable. He's a great mid-range scorer.
And so Simmons will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 1. Leonard, no luck. Phoenix has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only 1 of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
Pass to Gillespie. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
O'Neal outside. Here's Gillespie. And stolen by Leonard. Fires from 18. Got it!
Well, looking into the gaps of the defense there, he's not going to miss many of those when he gets to that range.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
And they've got enough.
Much appreciated, David. And that about wraps it up.